Welcome to our live AHR 2026 Las Vegas episode of the HVA-Chicks Coalition radio show. I'm here with Matt and Piero from Bosch. We're going to talk about home comfort. We're going to talk about commercial. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty about why these guys even want to be here. This is what we always ask. We're very deep on the show into the people of HVAC, right? And this is a very, very good show of that, especially here at this convention. So, Matt, let's start with you. How are you loving AHR this year?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having us. Absolutely loving it. You know, the energy day one is always great. You got tired feet at the end of the night, go out, meet with customers, meet with suppliers, and you get ready for day two, right? So it's a lot of fun. Always good to, again, see the people that use your products, see the people that are inspired by your products, and just it's also like a big family reunion. So always good to be back in the industry, have everyone together for a great day.
For sure. We love the internet around here, right? Especially in our industry because it's so vast. But when we get together and be here together, it's just so much different. It's everything that we ask for all year long. So it's very great. What about you, Piero? What do you think about this show here?
Well, so far it's been excellent. And I think it gives us, besides what Matt just said, I think it gives us the opportunity to look at what the market is doing as a whole and what are the trends, what are the new products and new technology that are coming online. So I think that gives us as product managers, gives us a good sense of, okay, this is where the market is going. I'm going to kind of try to be proactive and stay ahead of it. So yeah, I think from my perspective, I think that's what excites me the most about this convention.
That is a great point. Absolutely. Otherwise, we wouldn't really know. This is such a vast industry, right? We would be kind of having to search specifically for specific things that we might not come up with an answer to. So this is the place to do it for sure. What has been your favorite booth that isn't Bosch, Matt?
I'll be honest, I haven't gotten to go around very much so far. Yesterday I was kind of chained to my unit. But like Piero said, you get to see competitors, you get to see suppliers. I did get to spend some time with my friend from Copeland this morning, seeing their new compressor technology, some new stuff that we're hoping to put into our products. So it's just a great time seeing, like Piero said, everywhere the industry is going. But today's my day. I get to go walk the floor.
Awesome. Very cool, very cool. What about you, Piero? Did you get a chance to see anything cool?
Same, no, I haven't had a chance. So we've been all day, later today. I make some time. So.
Very cool. There's a bunch of stuff going on everywhere today. Day two is the day, right? So definitely get a chance to check it out. We can't work all the time. Takes one to know one. All right, so let's get into what you guys do for Bosch. Matt, I'll have you start. First, can you tell me what your position is? What is your title? And what kind of led you through the industry to this position?
Yeah, absolutely. So official title, Senior Commercial Product Manager. So I work on our product team. We build rooftop units in Norman, Oklahoma from 3 tons to 150 tons, and then commercial splits, 7.5 to 50 tons. So really focused on the rooftop market. My career straight out of college started in the manufacturing building that I work in today. I started as a manufacturing engineer, spent 2 years working, overseeing engineering changes on assembly lines, how they're going to work on the product. My career took me to product management because I'm a very social person, business oriented, so I liked manufacturing but wanted to know what happened when that unit leaves our factory, goes out, who are the customers, what are they doing? So moved into product management 10 years ago. My favorite thing about it is this kind of stuff though. Meeting with customers, talking about product. I'm very passionate about the products that we build, so getting to go teach people, tell them what we have, and then as Piero said, get that feedback, learn about where the market is going, where the industry is going. That's what I like to do. So my specific responsibility is everything under 15 tons. In my career though, I've been very lucky. We've got platforms all the way up to 150 tons. I've managed everything in our portfolio except for one product. So maybe one day I'll get that one, but it's been golden goose, right. But it's been very rewarding so far. Something I love and hope to do for a very long time.
Oh, I love that. Isn't it interesting how it takes such a specific person to do this? And it doesn't really matter where you are in the industry. It's all the same type of person. We love people, we love to help. We're very, very helpful. We talk about training, we talk about, making sure that the end user, the customer, the contractor knows how to use your equipment. And that being important to you makes you important to us, right? So that's really great.
Well, it's good to hear that.
So that leads us to Piero as far as as what do you work on? But so, to Matt's, under 15 tons or whatever, what's yours?
I'm basically Matt's counterpart on the residential side. So smaller tonnages, 1 ton all the way to 5 tons. That's kind of the main segment for us on the residential side. So going back to a very similar response, right? So I started my career as a design engineer, designing systems. I actually started with designing compressors for water cooled chillers, so 100 and plus tons. And I've been kind of working my way down all the way to the smaller tonnages, right? So I started on like industrial applications all the way down to residential. But very similar to Matt, I was very technical designing stuff, but I realized that I wanted to be more in control of making the requirements for the new products and understanding the market. And I went back to school, got my MBA, and that gave me a little perspective on the business side of things. And to me, that's kind of where you get the technical stuff, then you combine it with the business side of things, and then I think that product management's that position right in the middle. So yeah, I'm very excited to get all the feedback from customers all the time. It gives us a good way of putting all those ideas into the actual product.
Yes, absolutely. And I find it interesting that you started in the trade. My dad got your MBA and stayed in the trade. This doesn't happen often, but I did something very similar. I started in the trade, went and got my engineering degree, and then stayed in the trade as well. So I totally get it. Like, it's more about evolving than it is leaving, right? I love that. Okay, so we are talking York here. We're not talking any other type of equipment but York, which is my personal favorite type of equipment. It always has been. I work in residential, commercial, and industrial at the company that my husband and I own. And York has always been our number one. So when we lost York, we were devastated. So you can imagine my absolute happiness when we found it was coming back. So will we see York branding? Will we see in the commercial and residential world? And will we see new units, or can we expect from these expected as far as the 2026 and beyond? Like, where's the evolution going for that?
Yeah, so York branded equipment on the commercial side, we have again 3 tons to 150 tons. There are, I think, 7 different products in that family, in that portfolio. Splits 7.5 to 50 tons. All of that York branded, all under that umbrella portfolio. The technology, we're moving things forward. We have a lot of things coming out. Things that launched in 25, things coming in 26, 27, 28. So recent releases we've had in our Pro platform and our Choice platforms, which cover 3 to 25 tons heat pumps. So marrying our heat pump technology with a gas furnace, giving us a broader application for heat pumps, being able to move heat pumps into a colder, warmer climate. So that's, marrying existing technologies. Another thing when we're adding some existing technology into our platforms, again, focused on our Pro equipment and Choice here in 2026, we're bringing direct drive plumbing fans. So we're upgrading our fan technology, moving from belt drive to direct drive, more efficient fan design. So that's something we're really excited. We're showcasing it on our units here. That's going to be coming later in 2026 in those products. As we're looking forward, though, some other things that we're looking to push the envelope, not just take existing technology, put it into our equipment, cold climate heat pumps, right? Department of Energy has a cold climate heat pump challenge for commercial right now. We're participants. We have a cold climate unit that is on site operating with some customers right now in our Choice platform. So it's new technology from multiple suppliers that have come together with us to put this together. And it's really going to push the envelope for what we can do for the environment, get a good product into our customers' hands, but again, reduce emissions even more than we can with something like that.
I would also add, for that specific situation, is data. What we need is data to track, and we can't get data if we're not doing it, if we're not putting these units there. I live in Maine, so I'm all about this. I'm a dual fuel hero. I taught it at the US Heat Pump Summit this year in 2026. I am a rallier of dual fuel, so is everybody behind that camera. So we are grateful to see that. We're excited to see the York branding in the commercial world, especially losing my RT units that were York. It's not a fun time for me at all. We're very, very happy to see that. And changing fan technology. It's like you heard us and you listened, right? So we love when that happens. It's a very smaller disconnect between manufacturer and contractor. So very excited to see that. What about you, Pierre? What do you guys do in the residential world?
Oh man, there's a lot happening in the residential world right now. Where do I start? I mean, we have a new product coming online that is geared towards the value tier segment. So multifamily, new construction. We understand that that's a segment where we haven't played in the past. I haven't been very strong, so we wanted to close that gap. So we're introducing a new product. It's going to be a side discharge product. We see that there's a lot of demand for that in the market, and we're very excited about that. It's a product that we just launched in the last couple of weeks, very fresh, and we are very excited about that one. On the vertical discharge, we have a lot of new products also coming. And on the premium segment, similar to what Matt was saying about cold climate, we have a product that is cold climate heat pump, and very strong in the Northeast and colder climates. Obviously, operates all the way down to negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So very strong product. It's I don't know off the top of my head. Right number we have, I don't know off the top of my head, but definitely a very strong product. At 5 degrees F, we get 100% heating capacity, so that's a very good number there for that specific thing. We have other products like the one that we are showcasing here, the EXPO YH9. It's our 19th year, all the way to 21 actually, depending on what you pair it with. Very strong unit as well in colder climates. It's a unit that gets down to negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit and gets you 100% heating capacity at 5 degrees F as well. Very good for dual fuel applications as well. We understand there's a lot of regions in North America where you get a lot colder than 10 degrees, obviously. So we promote our dual fuel systems. We have one of the best furnaces in the market, and being able to pair our units with those furnaces is very critical for us. And we understand there's plenty of demand, especially taking advantage of the efficiency of the heat pump at warmer temperatures, and then transitioning to the gas. So yeah, we have a lot going on residential, but very excited with the merger with Bosch, adopting some of the products that they've been selling under the Bosch brand. It's also part of our strategy in the next couple of years.
I love it. This acquisition has been done in such a way that I'm so proud of it. I'm sure you guys are too. But I feel that the contractors are really being listened to, but also the end users are being listened to when it comes to residential and commercial buildings. I love that. So everybody out there is probably really going to be screaming right now when they hear this, and they're going to be like, the manufacturer just put the fuel, because it doesn't happen. I'm so excited to hear that from you guys. Normally it's sustainability, we need to be moving forward, and it needs to be electrify everything. For some places it's just not, it just can't happen. So I appreciate you guys understanding that and moving forward and the industry supports that. A lot of people like to complain and kind of go, we're here, We'd love to hear that. Moving York under the Bosch brand is something so amazing, because you guys do have the best furnace, right? And then Bosch obviously has the best result. So it's like, we're really, really excited to see what this is, especially the residential world, I would say. You guys always have the commercial world, but in the residential world, seeing York make that huge push into, inverter-driven systems and all these great things, we're really excited about that. All right, guys, one last question. Actually, two last questions, because they'll kill me if I don't ask you the last one. So the second to last question, I would like to know, where do you see your division? Where would you like, if you could choose where this division is, where would you like to see that in 5-10 years? Where would you like to see it in the future? What process would you like to see? Or what would you want to see? Let's start in commercial.
Yeah, so with our commercial group, one of the things, we've had a lot of regulatory changes in the last few years, right? DOE 2023 pushing the envelope of efficiency, new refrigerants coming in, moving to A2L refrigerants. There's been a lot that's taken up engineering, product management, development time to satisfy regulations. We finally have a period of time until 2029, not a long period, but a short period of time until there's more regulatory changes. So this is our chance, as York under Bosch, but really for our whole industry, our competitors as well, to not have to look at the federal government, what's happening there, and really innovate, right? A lot of the time, those regulations, they want you to innovate, but they want you to do it in a very specific way. Right. So we have the opportunity right now to really go in, explore technologies, take the time to look at not just, okay, what do we need to do to meet to point bump and AHR or something like that. But what is something that we can actually do to change the industry? So that's the stuff we're trying to look at right now. And we finally have the opportunity to go around the show here, meet with suppliers, meet with new customers, and figure out what can we do, not just to make something better that we're doing right now, but to do something new. We talked about dual fuel heat pumps. It's not talked about a lot. Well, right? And so we need to see what the customers need and go in that direction. We've got the time right now. So what we're really looking to do over the next 5 years, 10 years, match what the market wants, what the market needs, and then go find those new things the market's not necessarily asking for that we can bring in and create new value for our customers.
Yeah, Matt, that sounds a lot like excitement.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement. It is. It's so you mentioned, the way the acquisition came together. Speaking for our teams, we are so excited to do this. Bosch has a reputation as a company, as a structured organization. They're bringing a lot of discipline, a lot of leadership into our organization, and for product managers, what we care a lot about is investment, right? So we're bringing a lot of investment and giving us the opportunity, putting together roadmaps, putting together paths of where we want to take our products. But I have a roadmap today that goes out to 2032 that says, yeah, we're 2026. This is what I want my portfolio to look like, 6 years, 7 years down the road. And we've got a company that's going to back us. They're going to invest. They're giving us personnel to do it. They're going to put the money into R&D. So yeah, excitement is definitely the right word. It's been a good acquisition, and for us, just excited to have the leadership that wants us and wants to take us forward.
It's almost like a rejuvenation.
Yes,
especially
it is.
personally as somebody in the industry.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm happy to go to work now.
Right. August 1st was the first day that we were officially under Bosch, and it was like a first day of school, right? It's like, we're going to go meet new friends, meet new teachers, there's going to be new rules and a new schedule, and better rejuvenation for sure coming into a new environment.
I love it. What about you, Pierre? Where are you in this residential world if you could choose any path?
Yeah, so residential, it's all about home comfort, right? It's all about being comfortable in your home or in the space, in your office, whatever. So we see a trend of going into the colder climates and being stronger. Because let's be honest, heat pumps don't have reputations historically of being strong in colder climates. So I think we are with the DOE challenge that the perception is changing slowly, and we are trying to stay on top of that. Bringing new products like the one we talked about, the cold climate heat pump that we have coming out of the acquisition. But we're going to keep pushing the envelope, going back to what Matt was saying, right? Trying to find the technologies that are going to get us there, stay not only competitive, but stay ahead of the game. So I think that's kind of the future of heat pumps. Obviously, dual fuel is going to be an important transition because we're not going to get there overnight. I think infrastructure needs to be needs to be adapted to get that electrification happening. So that's where we are. I think that's where we see the trend of heat pumps in the residential side going, and that's where we want to be. There's going to be a lot of work on controls as well, making sure we have the thermostats that are seamless for customers and that they can use with all of our systems. So a lot of integration happening right now, especially with the merger, trying to combine the products that we have been selling under the Bosch brand with the York products, and how do we integrate the two. So there's going to be a lot of work in the next couple of years on that front.
If you had told me 3 years ago that it was going to be your coming to work in the residential world in a few years, I would not have believed you. This is amazing. And also, we're catching this on camera. It's snowing inside the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas. So that's pretty cool. Something's up in the AC, and I really want to go find out what. But I'm not going to. All right, so one last question, you guys. And this is a really important question to my following. And I have no idea why. I have no idea why they care so much, but they do. So do you have wear Crocs?
So I don't wear Crocs. I do like a good sandal. I don't wear Crocs. Yeah, I'm a sandal guy in Birkenstocks, are actually my go-to. So I've got a pair by my front door. I have my going out pair that I can wear to the grocery store. Then I've got a pair at the back door. It stays outside as well.
The grocery getters. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, my wife over Christmas, she wanted to replace my outdoor pair. And I told her we didn't need to. I just needed some glue and I could glue it back together. And Santa brought me some glue in my stocking at work, so the outdoor pair is still going strong.
First of all, that is a good life. She understood the need to fix them yourself. I love that. I have a similar husband. And so. What about you, Pierre? Do you wear Crocs?
I do not, but I want to. I've heard good things about them, but my wife does not let me.
Yeah,
she thinks they're very ugly, and she doesn't let me buy them. But
what's your choice then?
I wear shoes, actually. I don't wear a lot of sandals, so and I just wear. I don't know. I just in my house I don't wear anything, so
right.
very free.
What's your grocery getter? You gotta throw them on to go help on the groceries.
I use on clouds.
Yeah.
Just to know they're comfortable. cool. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna buy some Crocs to see.
That's really
how they
great.
feel.
We're actually in the process of
Yeah,
making the HVA-Chicks Coalition Crocs chickens. So what do you think?
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much for meeting us here. On the other side of that camera, if you don't already know, there are over 4,000 students and maybe other manufacturers and tech support callers and teachers and trainers. That's who follows us. So them getting this information from knowing to watch is so important to me. I want to make sure that at any point we don't do partnerships with people that don't serve that. Right? So it's our loyalty as a base, right? York and Bosch absolutely do. And hearing from you guys and the trust that moving forward, there is going to be progress. There is going to be things that we weren't expecting to see, right? And that's what we're doing for us contractors. So thank you so much for meeting with us, for telling everybody what's going on, and for just doing your jobs. Like, this is amazing, and I'm going to come back out in such force. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of course, of course.